Okay, hello everyone and welcome back for an epic stream tonight. Possible epic stream. Is it going to be epic and we get sent to the Outer Nebula? Or shall we get sent to Zero? In this stream, on tonight's Candle Close, you will find out. You will find out tonight. Got a marvellous cup of peppermint tea. I'm absolutely loving peppermint tea right now. Game changer. I might start influencing peppermint tea. It's way better than coffee. Coming from a coffee drinker, it's better than tea. Is there anybody in the chat that drinks peppermint tea? If so, cheers. But tonight's stream is massive, really, really, really important. This monthly Candle Close is earth-shattering, it's world-changing, and that's on Bitcoin, of course. And also we've got the total market cap as well, which is up there, round about all-time high levels. So there's a lot to cover on tonight's stream, but I'm just going to quickly touch on this before we jump into some other things like meme coins, other cryptos. There's so much to cover on tonight's stream. Tonight's stream is going to be a marathon, so I wonder who can last the longest. Who can last the longest on stream? Who's been watching it now and then will still be watching at 1 a.m. tonight? I'd like to know. So if hours down the line you've seen me say this bit, leave in the chat in a few hours and say I'm still here from back at the start, because it's going to be a long stream. Mark may tag in later so that we can cover the monthly candle close. But this here is the previous highest monthly candle close in history. So as we can see here, the level on Binance anyway was $61,500. Now you may say, well, last month's candle was above that. Last month's candle went to 64. It did, but it never closed there. And closures are confirmations. This is where it closed. It closed at $60,800. So last month's candle was not the highest monthly close ever. Then move into the next monthly candle. We are way up here. So basically Bitcoin can plummet from right now. Bitcoin can fall $10,000 right now and still close the highest monthly candle close ever. Wow. Can one of the mods ban Don Carrera? So yeah, it's looking really, really, really good. And it's very rare that you say that when speaking about cryptocurrency, that something looks good. Very rare. But yeah, we are on course for setting the highest monthly candle close ever in Bitcoin. And what that usually signifies is Moon is up next. And for example, I'll take you back and I'll show... No, I won't, because Binance isn't going that far back. I'll take you far back on this chart here. Let's go with this chart here. So here we can see here, this is back in, back in December 2017, Bitcoin was at an all-time high, $20,000. Wow, this is unreal. Then it went into a bear market over the next 1,000 days. It spent in a bear market for 1,000 days. Then this right here is where we are right now in Bitcoin. So we set an all-time high, which was up here. Then we spent a long time in a bear market. Now we're back up at previous all-time highs. What happened after we closed the monthly candle? We erupted. And from there, we went on a huge bull run for Bitcoin. 250% pump. And that is where we are right now. Right this very second. So, yes, this is the importance. And the yellow line that we can see here, where things get different, is the Bitcoin halving. So the yellow line is where the Bitcoin halving event takes place. So we've pumped before the Bitcoin halving this time. That's where it's slightly different. But what remains the same is this here. That is where we are. We are on top of a previous all-time high. We are about to close a monthly candle above the all-time high. And after that, usually in history, we erupt and pump to the moon. Not through any voodoo science. not through anything. It's through confirmation, because monthly candle closures equals confirmations, and when something is confirmed, everybody piles into the market. So yes, times are very, very interesting right now. Very interesting. But let's have a look at the prices before we get into today's video, tonight's video. Sunday, happy Easter Sunday, everyone. So Bitcoin right now, $70,900. As I say, Bitcoin could fall $10,000 right now if it wants, and still close its highest monthly candle ever. So Bitcoin's had a good week, up 7%. Ethereum, $3,600. Again, another good week for Ethereum. Binance, a good week, up 7% at $600. Solana, up 13% this week. Solana has been pumping harder than the rest of the crypto market because of meme coin mania. With meme coins, people need to buy Solana. They use Solana to trade these meme coins, which gives buying pressure to Solana, which causes the price to go up. Then we've got XRP having an amazing week, only down 0.5%. An amazing past 24 hours, up a whopping 0.2%. Amazing week for XRP. Congratulations to all the XRP holders out there. Then we've got Dogecoin, only up 25% this week. Up a measly 10% today, and only up a measly 2.6% in the last hour. So Dogecoin performing nowhere near as good as XRP right now. Cardano, 64 cents, up 1% this week. And Avalanche, $53. So that is how the top 10 cryptos are looking. I'm going to jump into the chat next because it is busy tonight, as it should be. It should be really busy. In fact, I'm going to check on some meme coins. So what meme coins have we got? Baseman is back up to $1 million market cap. We've got Alex the Parrot, $500,000 market cap. Landwolf, $6 million market cap. Landwolf's a really good one. It looks good in terms of market cap. Landwolf reached this is unbelievable. Landwolf reached a $30 million market cap, and CC Pro bought in a $300,000 market cap. So CC Pro got 100x on Wolf, and it still looks really good, like it could pump to 30 million again. Correct me if I'm wrong. But CC Pro got in at 300k market cap, or was it even less than that? If it was less than that, CC Pro got more than 100x. Okay, let's jump into the chat because it is busy. Yes. David is saying peppermint tea is a one. It is. It's unreal. Bert loves a peppermint tea. Yes, let's go, Bert. History in the making. It is. Tonight is history in the making. History in the making. Here is the all-time Bitcoin chart. Wow. What a wild 14 years it's been. Have you heard of Kangamoon? I haven't, no. So Dylan's saying cheers for the 1-to-1 today, boys. Could be target tonight. You could. So Dylan was in for a 1-to-1 earlier today, and as well, members will know, we are sold out. Unfortunately, today was the last 1-to-1 that we'll be doing for the foreseeable. So congratulations to anyone who got booked in, got the profit taking plan sorted, and are ready for what comes next. Stuart's watching the boxing while listening to the stream. Who's boxing tonight? Is it Fury? When's he fighting? Jay's saying we need another 30 likes to continue the stream, so if you could help out, let's go. Guys, what crypto exchanges are you using currently? I'm using SwissBorg only. I want to spread my portfolio. So it depends where you are in the world. If you are in the UK, it's a bit of a struggle, to be honest. The platform choices you've got are limited because of the UK government, unfortunately. I would say that there is SwissBorg, KuCoin. I don't know how KuCoin is with new signups, if it will work or if you need a VPN. I know that Coinbase definitely works in the UK. However, Coinbase is a subsidiary of HMRC, essentially. So yeah, if you want the government holding all your crypto, definitely check out Coinbase. In terms of other exchanges, there's none that I can really recommend. Even I'm sure Binance is banned as well or blocked. You'll struggle. What is the chat saying? If you are in the UK and in the chat right now, can you comment down below what exchange that you use with no hassle in the UK? Oh, so the chocolate boss is fighting. That's class. I don't know that Kaz, but Kaz in it. But I don't know. I like I like his vibe. Honestly, I think he's funny. I think he's funny. I don't know the property guy though, but I've seen Kaz on Insta. And, he's fucking. He's funny. He's a character. I'll say that. I deposited to Binance the other day, so Binance is still working in the UK. I use Kraken as well. Kraken, Binance, BITGET, SwissBorg, KuCoin. You're sorted. You're sorted if you're in the UK. There's nothing to worry about. But look at that chart. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Wow. And see right down here when Bitcoin was 16k. One sec. When Bitcoin was down here at 16k, we released a video. And how many people seen this video? This video right here. It's time to invest in crypto. Bitcoin to $1 million. A year ago, when Bitcoin was 16k, how many watched it? But that's the thing. When the prices is at those levels, if I can find the chart, when the price of Bitcoin is down here, down low, nobody's interested. No one cares. But that's when you should care. If you're new to crypto, tell yourself, I need to be interested in crypto when no one else is interested. See if crypto is not cool or not popular, not spoken about or boring. That is an amazing time to be in crypto. Amazing time. Lewis bought at 16k and paid for my 1-to-1 with the profits. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. Corona time, can you still book phone consultations? No, there is none. There is no availability at all. And know what's cool as well? I imagine that most people in here will watch Dave Ramsey. So if you don't watch Dave Ramsey, search for him and watch him. He is a life changer. I'll show you him right now because it's so important. Because everyone in here is get the same goal. It's for financial freedom, basically. And this guy here, although he's against Bitcoin, which is fair, he's an older guy, but watch Dave Ramsey. Really, really good. He hates things like debt, which I now hate things like debt. But yeah, basically he was saying something that was really cool, and it was about something about basically remortgaging your house or something, that you should go with a professional, or selling your house, go with a professional. So yeah, we're sold out of 1-to-1s this year. It's been unbelievable, like flying out the door. But he said something that was really powerful, because we see some people invest in large amounts of money and they don't come in for a 1-to-1 with no experience, and we think, wow, that's pissing money up against a wall. That is really, really risky to do that. But the way Dave Ramsey says it was that if you're, well, I'll say it in the crypto terms. So if you've got a portfolio of, say, 20k, and the potential of that portfolio based on Bitcoin, the last cycle Bitcoin done 10x, Ethereum done 10x, let's use that. That's a low ball number in crypto, is 10x. So if you've got a 20k portfolio and you aim to 10x, that portfolio is going to be worth £200,000, $200,000. If you're to make a 10% mistake, which, let's be honest, you're going to probably make more than a 10% mistake. If you make a 10% mistake, that's £20,000 mistake. If you make a 20% mistake, it's a £40,000 mistake. So that is why booking in with a professional for whatever it is you're doing, buying a new property, whatever it is, if you base it on percentages, it's a game changer, it's a life changer. But you can't book 1-to-1s anyway, so I don't know why I'm telling you that. But yeah, that's just to let you know that the power behind 1-to-1s is exponential. So think about your portfolio now and think, what happens here if I make a 10% mistake, or a 30 or a 40% mistake? But even in crypto, you can make a 90% mistake, because crypto's dropped 90% real quick. So yeah, if you've got a 200k portfolio, you make a 90% mistake, you've lost hundreds of thousands of pounds. Which is why we were fully booked with 1-to-1s, because a lot of people out there understand that concept of percentages. But yeah, Wolf is looking lovely right now. Lovely. So there's a good one in here that I'd like to cover, and it was, what do you think about the overall global liquidity? And this is major. This is major. And I was actually just thinking about this today, that Bitcoin's up to 71k. That everything is just liquidity moving. So if the stock market is to crash today, crypto crashes today also. It's all just liquidity, and the liquidity piles in and the prices go up. They take the liquidity away, the prices go down. It's just liquidity moving like a wave. That's how it moves. If you're to overlay the stock market chart with The Bitcoin chart is identical. It's the same thing. Although the stock market has clearly broke out on the monthly into new all-time highs. But when the crypto market crashes, the stock market is crashing. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. But one thing that I was thinking is that, yes, I understand that liquidity will be removed from the market. So that means that stocks will go like... Stocks will go down there, possibly lower, possibly way down here. But my belief and understanding is that they've printed unprecedented amounts of money in the last 4 years, which does make things slightly different. Yes, liquidity will be removed from the market and the market will crash, but that is only for a certain amount of time before money printing takes over. The reason that this chart here, the stock market chart, is up only forever is because of money printing. It is all because of money printing. So yes, we can see a massive crash, but even after the massive crash happens, it's back up again. Because it's the currency that is the issue. It's the currency that the markets are measured against that is the issue. That currency that they measure the markets in is infinitely printed. There is no limit on it. It only goes up. So when that currency only goes up, the chart that you're measuring against only goes up. The same as Bitcoin. If you measure Bitcoin against dollars, it is only ever going to go up. There's nothing special about the stock market. Like the stock market, the companies themselves haven't been performing amazing, but the stock market looks like it's performing amazing because the market just keeps going up. The same way with Bitcoin. So what's the earliest Bitcoin chart I can get up here? So this one goes back to 2014. So this isn't because Bitcoin is super special, blah, blah, blah. This is just because this is measured against the US dollar, which is infinitely printed. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is limited. There is a limited supply. So the more dollars they print, the higher Bitcoin goes. The more dollars they print, the higher the stock market goes. It never ends until they stop printing money, which guess what? They will never, ever, ever, ever stop printing money. Ever. Ever. Which is why they came off the gold standard. Money is fake. Money is a fugazi. Money is not real. Money, the money system that we use is the answer to every single major problem that we see in the world. It's the currency system that is the issue. That is the flaw in the system. The system's been broken for 60 years, 70 years. The system has been broken. The system has been operating in a broken manner for the last 60 years. That is why 70 years ago, you could buy a house for $4,000 or £4,000. But today, that exact same house that you bought for £4,000 is now valued at £400,000. The house is identical. The only thing that's changed in that time is the currency that is nominated in. And it is inflated to the moon. And it will never stop. In the next 10 years, that same property that was 4,000, now it's 400,000, it'll be 4 million. It never ever stops. That's why Bitcoin will go to $1 million. Bitcoin will go to $10 million because it never stops. Because the system is broken. The money system that they use is hyperinflated and it will never stop unless they stop printing money, which they can't because they've got too much debt. and they need to print money to pay that debt, to borrow more money, to print more money, to borrow more. It's a vicious cycle that it's been in for 50, 60 years, and it will never ever stop, ever. So to go back to the initial question about what do you think of liquidity in the overall markets, the liquidity is here now. It has been for a few months. We might get another few months out it. We might get another year out it. Then that liquidity will be sucked out the market. Crypto will crash, stocks will crash, maybe housing will crash a wee 10%. But then after that, it'll go up again. And it'll go up to infinity. How do you know that Bitcoin is just going to keep going up? How do you know that it won't crash? And the reason I know it will always go up is because it is limited, and the currency that it is valued against is unlimited. So if they keep inflating the dollar and the pound, the price of a Bitcoin will keep going up forever. Forever. It never stops. Ever. And if you want to see that, just look at a chart. And in here, and this isn't just up the full way, right? This isn't just up in a straight line. So this section here, this crash in here is probably like a 50% crash. This is a massive crash in the stock market here. But when you zoom out, it's nothing. If in doubt, zoom out. So, yeah, to answer the question about liquidity, the liquidity is here now. Right, someone's been asking for Kangmoon, like serial shilling it, the full stream, so let's give in to the shill. Kangmoon. If it's not on here, I can't look at it, so nah. Sorry, mate. I was going to look. Oh, Kangamoon. Kangamoon. Nah. Sorry, bruh. So yeah, Bitcoin will go up forever. And when you look at the stock market, so this stock market here is measured against the dollar. That is why that chart looks this way, because it's measured against the dollar. But if you were to measure that chart against silver or gold, it's a very different landscape. Because it is measured in the dollar, it looks like it has been up only and everything's been amazing for the last 40 years, but it's not. So, yes, the issue, the root issue of every problem in the world all comes down to the fact that we are using a broken financial system. And at this stage, Bitcoin is like the only other option to not use the broken financial system. And then, well, a currency that might actually work is the BRICS currency, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but are they not going to back it with gold? Which would make sense. So this currency pair here, the dollar, is backed by nothing. It is literal bits of paper. It's backed by war. It is backed by an army. So essentially what they do is, we're going to print trillions of these bits of paper, and you better use it. If you don't use it, we're going to come through with tanks and soldiers and send missiles, and we're going to blow you up. You better use our currency. What's the currency backed by, sir? Is it backed by gold? It's backed by my word and my army. Use my currency. That's what the US have been doing for the last 50, 60 years. But US, it's not backed by anything. Is it just a bit of paper? Is it just a bit of paper? Yeah. Have you seen all the tanks? Have you seen the soldiers? Have you seen the missiles? Use my currency. But if the BRICS is to come in and they back it by gold, that'll be a strong currency. Because the currency, the dollar and all of the currencies that we use are all nonsense. They're all fake. The euro, the dollar, the pound, they're all garbage. They're nonsense. They're literal bits of paper backed by nothing. They're backed by the media and armies. It's nonsense. Gold is real. Bitcoin is real. Pounds and dollars and euros are fake. They're a fugazi. They're a scam, a literal scam. They're a scam that's been normalised over 60 years through brainwashing. We don't learn in school that the currency's a scam because it's their currency. Why would they want to teach you that? Why would they want to wake you up to that? The only reason we're all waking up to it now is because of the internet and because of platforms like X that allow you to say these things to wake everyone else up. Before the internet, it was newspapers and they control the newspaper. In fact, I seen this guy put out an amazing post earlier. Just followed him the other day, and I really like the way he speaks. I'm going to read out a tweet. Yeah, so here it is. I retweeted it as well. So they really need to make a new movie called The Big Melt Up, because that's what's about to happen. The Big Short has confused an entire generation of investors into thinking the next crisis will look like the last one. It won't. The next crisis is a currency crisis, and it's about to begin. Every asset under the sun is going to pump because the currency they're denominated in is utterly broken. This is the big one. Understand this basic concept and you might just save your entire bloodline from annihilation. This is the big melt up. That is true. That is very, very true. The currency is the problem. And I said this on streams years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. That it's the reason for everything. So if you go to a restaurant, or this was popular during COVID, we can't get any staff, or there's no staff, there's staff shortages. That is nonsense. The only reason that there's that such words spoken is because of the currency system they use is broken. That's why businesses can't afford staff anymore. Not because that business, like the restaurant business, hasn't changed for the last 200 years. The restaurant business is the restaurant business. People are happy to go pay for food. People are happy to run a business giving people food. It's a nice, easy concept of a business. But why is it that only in the last few years that it is almost impossible to run a restaurant now? You're getting obliterated by the money system. That is why. That is why the West in the UK is a mess, because there's no staff. Because the money system is broken. Everything stems from a broken money system. Everything. Literally everything. From the depression rates in the UK, the depression rates in the West, it all stems all the way back to the broken money system. This is why I care about Bitcoin. This is why I do Bitcoin. Because it's a bigger picture here. Ooh, it's roasting in here. But anyway, let's get back into the chat. That was a bit of a rant, but it makes sense and not a lot of people see it that way. So we've got new coins. It's due to be listed on a SEX in the coming months. That is something that you'll hear every single day in meme coins. Be careful. Or any coin. I actually did a post on... So someone just commented in the chat there saying it's due to be listed on a SEX in the coming months. So... I posted on X last week. Where is it? Here we go. So something along those lines. Has any of your favourite projects that claim we are listing on a tier 1 exchange ever actually listed on one? LimeWire is one of the only ones that I can think of in recent times. It's very popular. That's to get people to buy the token. Oh, that's we're launching whatever it is, and it's got tier 1 exchange coming soon. It's got a big central exchange coming soon. That's a popular one. GZO is saying it's mad how the majority are blind to it all and think that Bitcoin's the scam when it's actually the currency we use on a daily. I know it's crazy. It's brainwashing. It's gaslighting. It's so simple. If anyone is just to stop, I always say this, like, in anything that you're doing, see if you just stop and think, everything becomes so simple. Like, think that, right, okay, so the inflation metric everyone uses, like Alfredo. Alfredo used to be 5p, but now it's 30p. Like, nothing's changed, but that price is up 400%. It's the currency system that it is valued in that is the flaw, that is the issue, and how that works as well. So this is a big one that people don't understand. The government quotes that inflation last year was, say, let's say 8%. Let's be really kind and say 8%. They might have even said it was lower than that, but obviously it wasn't. So they say inflation was at 8% because when they calculate inflation, they cherry pick from a basket of goods. So they say, right, a loaf of bread, a bag of flour, like they'll cherry pick random items. And then if one of the items that they chose in the inflation basket last year is up, they'll remove that and they'll change it for, or use an egg instead. So they cherry pick items for this basket to measure inflation. So if they were to use real metrics for inflation, like gas, electricity, timber, metal, food, petrol, all just measure everything, the real inflation would be 30, 40, 50% a year. But let's humour them and let's say, okay then, inflation is only 8%. We believe you, it's only 8%. My gas and electricity has just went up 100%, but we believe you, it's only 8%. We believe you, Mr. Government. So if that's the case, and they are correct in saying that it's only 8%, for you to remain the same or to get richer, you must year on year get at least an 8% pay rise. If you do not get an 8% pay rise, you're getting poorer. If you get a 4% pay rise, you're poorer than you were before. If you don't get a pay rise at all, you're way poorer. You're 8% a year poorer than you were before. You're 8% worse off. And remember that 8% isn't the real figure. It's closer to 20, 30%. During 2020, 2021, things like timber, all building materials were up hundreds of percent, 200-300% increase, but inflation's only 7%. Petrol went up 50%, gas and electricity 120%, food up 50, 60, 70%, but inflation's only 7%. It's all a scam. And I found this out as soon as I got into crypto. In 2017, I found out that everything was a giant scam. And I had just been going through my life as normal, working as hard as I can to try and make money. And I remember saying to my dad as well, actually, I remember saying to him, 2016, 17, whatever it was, I'm working 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 2 jobs, and I can't even, I can't afford to buy a house. And my dad was saying, you if you're going out to Nando's once a week, and I'm like, if I'm working 7 days a week, 2 jobs, and I can't even go to Nando's, there's a problem there. I'm working every hour under the sun, 7 days a week, 2 jobs, and I can't go to Nando's or else I won't be able to afford the house. So back then I knew there's something majorly wrong here, and it turns out what was wrong was the currency that I was using. Which is why I'm so passionate about crypto, which is why everybody who is invested in crypto is passionate about it, because they all know that the money system they use is a scam. Corona time has been in the restaurant game for 30 years and it's never been this bad. Facts. Exactly, and nothing's changed. Everything's got better. Like, more people should be out at restaurants. Restaurants have got better technology. Everything's got better. But they can't afford to pay anybody. Most places are so dirty because they can't afford to pay for a cleaner. If you go to anywhere else in the world, or a different, like if you go to Dubai, everywhere is spotless. Spotless. So Darren's asking, if the money is broken, where will you be putting the profits? So where will I be putting the profits? I like to be diverse. So I mention this a lot. So being diverse is king, because let's say I held all my money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin crashes. If I held all my money in the bank goes bust and I lose all my money, or I lose most of the money, or it just inflates away to nothing. So the best thing to do is be diverse. So have a bit in Bitcoin, a bit in stocks, a bit in cash, a bit in USDT, a bit in USDC. Just be diverse. Be as diverse as possible. That's what I'm doing. Other people would disagree. I'm all in Bitcoin. I'm going all in cash, whatever. Like, that is up to everyone else individually. But me personally, I'm spreading. I'm being diverse. Gold, because I don't think you can go wrong with gold. And currently, right now, as we speak, gold is breaking out into a new all-time high, which I've been calling for $3,000 gold for the past 3 years. Gold does move really slow. So here is the gold chart for the past, what is that? 33. So for the past 90, 100 years. Whoa, Dick, that only goes up. Yep. Why does it only go up? What is it measured against? It's measured against the dollar. And what does the dollar do? It only goes up. They only print more and more and more and more currency. And it never stops. That's what I said earlier. Never, ever, 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 ever stops. Yes, you can get a big crash like 2011 gold. That is massive. Gold crashed 45% in 2011. I wish I knew that because I'd have bought some. But what happens after that? It only goes back up. It only goes up. It's up only. Up only is like a meme, but it's true. And then if you zoom in even further in here, it's the same thing. So yeah, up only for all assets. That's just how it goes. Where's my money going to be? The question was in assets. And gold will be setting, what's already set it'll be setting a highest ever yearly candle close for gold. Stocks are at an all-time high. Gold is at an all-time high. Crypto's at an all-time high. Not because they're amazing, because the currency they are measured against is fucked. Apologies if there's any children listening in the background for my language, but it's the only word I could use to describe the currency. So Gary's saying he's heard some crazy numbers, like 5% of the world's population is involved in crypto. Is that still the case? Crazy if it is. I don't think so. I think it's higher. What does the chat think? I definitely would say it's higher. And this bad boy right here is going to explode soon. And I know a lot of people get angry that we like XRP, but that's fine. You can be angry all you want. You have every right to be angry. This is coming next. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it makes you angry. I genuinely apologise if XRP makes you angry. We'll go here. Let's go here. I apologise. That's a bit more realistic. People are going to be so angry with that. So angry. Don't be mad at me. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. That's what's coming next for XRP. I'm sorry. Where's the best place to buy gold? I will show you right now. Bullion by post. Or you can buy Pax Gold, which is a cryptocurrency that is pegged to the price of gold and it's backed by physical gold, which I will show you now. So this is a crypto version of gold, which is Pax. So this chart here is just the gold chart. So the good thing about gold is that it is not correlated to the crypto market, which is why a lot of my funds, assets, wealth, whatever you want to call it, will be going into gold and Pax Gold. Because when the stock market crashes, there is no hope for crypto. Crypto will crash with stocks. Guaranteed. So don't be lured into a false sense of security that stocks are crashing, but The dollar's going to zero and Bitcoin's the only hope. So crypto's going to do well, even though stocks are crashing. That will never happen. Anytime stocks go into a bear market, crypto goes into a bear market. They're 100% correlated. Yeah, and SwissBorg have a golden thematic as well, which is a good one because it's basically a basket that has gold and Bitcoin in it, and it moves between the two. So if Bitcoin's performing really well, thematic will go heavier into Bitcoin. But then as Bitcoin crashes and goes into a bear market, it will move its allocation into gold. So yeah, that is the perfect inflation hedge or inflation beta and wealth preservation tool, is gold and Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin can get you up. Bitcoin can send your wealth skyrocketing, and then gold will keep it steady. Because gold doesn't go down ever, like Bitcoin. These things are not coincidence. The reason that gold and Bitcoin never goes down is not coincidence. It's not by chance. It is based on one reason and one reason only, and that reason is that the currency that it's measured against is broken. So I think here's another kind of common misconception. XRP just has a lot against it. It has a lot of people that have been holding for years and wanting to sell every time it rallies. That is a misconception. People are in the crypto market, and especially like right now I've been noticing it. People bought into meme coins last week. So one sec. So people invested in meme coins last week, right? We done 2 meme coins last week. And already within the space of 5-6 days, people are saying, oh, that's it, I've sold that, I couldn't wait, I can't believe it's down, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's been 6 days, brother. XRP has been trending that way for 6 years. So the lesson in there is that the misconception is that there's so many people on the sidelines waiting with their bags, and then they're just going to dump it as soon as it goes up. That is wrong. That is very wrong, because people in today's market can't even wait 6 days without being impatient and selling. Never mind 6 years. So that is wrong. Very wrong. The reason that the selling that's coming from Ripple is from Ripple. Ripple sells a lot of XRP. The co-founder, he's sold out of all his XRP now, but he was selling for years. So yeah, people in today's market can't even wait 6 days, never mind 6 years. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. That is not the case. And this is a big one as well. So this is the US dollar currency index. And what it does is it measures the strength of the dollar versus other currencies. So this chart is the strength of the dollar But as we can see here, back during this time here, when the dollar was crashing, Bitcoin was in a bull run. Then during this time, the dollar was crashing, Bitcoin was in a bull run, the crypto market was in a bull run. Will we see it again? That's what we're looking for. If you measure up the exact dates of this, that is the bottom of the crypto market to the top of the crypto market exactly, that shows in the dollar currency index. So if and when we ever get to this level again, and if we break below it, crypto's going to the moon. There's no exceptions. That's happening. And when the dollar was pumping up here in September 22, that was the bottom of the Bitcoin market, right here. Again, not coincidence. None of this stuff is coincidence. None of it. It's all there on a chart. Data, hard facts, hard numbers. It's all there. So this right here was the bottom of the crypto market. This right here was the top of the crypto market. Is that coincidence? It is not coincidence. But anyway, let's get back into the chat. Bitcoin is 71.1k. Which is nice. You can occasionally get a bargain on gold at an auction. Yeah, you can. Physical gold. Is it best moving profits into Pax Gold? I think you're best moving profits, being diverse with the profits wherever you're holding them. Physical gold, crypto-backed gold, or gold-backed crypto. Do you think SwissBorg should be growing faster than it is? It's a great app. Good question. Yes, so I would agree, and I had this conversation with Alex from SwissBorg when I was in Dubai, and basically what I said to Alex was that there needs to be a big marketing push for SwissBorg, and the reason for that is that the only job that SwissBorg has to do is get people on the app. As soon as they get on the app, they will never leave because it's that good. It's like this will annoy a few people. It's like whenever you get your first iPhone, you'll never leave. You'll never go get another phone. If you've got a Samsung right now and I love a Samsung, that's fine. I had a Samsung as well before. But as soon as you get that iPhone, you never leave. There's no reason to leave. When something is so good, there is no reason to leave. So I said that to Alex. I says, SwissBorg really needs to focus on marketing to bring new people in, because something that happens at SwissBorg is they have amazing retention. They have the best retention of any crypto exchange in the world, which is a cool stat. So better than Binance, better than Bybit, better than every crypto exchange. SwissBorg is the best retention of customers. Again, it is not by coincidence, it's not by chance. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for everything. So yeah, SwissBorg, all they need to do is get people on the app and then they'll never leave. On the other hand, you've got apps like Binance or Bybit or BitGet, they can acquire new customers, but they'll go onto the app and they'll be like, what is this? This is a load of nonsense. I don't know how to use this. So that's why other exchanges like Binance and BitGet, they don't have as good user retention as SwissBorg, because SwissBorg is just the best app. It's the best to use. It's the easiest to use. It's the cleanest. It's the nicest looking. It's got the best features. It's just the best. Like an iPhone. So yeah, I think what the question was, do you think it should be growing faster than it is? No, so I totally get what you're saying. I agree, but what I think that they're doing is, and maybe this is right or wrong, I don't know, is they're trying to grow the product itself first. And it's basically, I think SwissBorg it does grow through word of mouth, which is pretty cool. It doesn't blow hundreds of millions on marketing. Like Crypto.com spent $200 million on sponsoring a stadium. That's crazy. SwissBorg has never done that. They don't spend that big money. So they put all the money into the product itself, and then that product is the marketing, and then it spreads through word of mouth. So whether that's the right strategy or not, I don't know. But it is the most, I would say, long-term strategy, and it's a sustainable strategy as well. If they can keep the app as best as possible and keep it the best #1 app in crypto, then over time it's only going to adopt users. That's just how it goes. The same with every product. So I would like to see it grow faster, but sometimes if something is to scale too fast, then issues can arise, things go wrong. So sometimes it's better just to scale naturally over time. So yes. Do you expect any volatility either way in the lead up to the candle close tonight? Also, what is considered the monthly candle time? So no, I don't, because if it was so if the candle close was, if the candle close was closer to here, closer to its previous, yeah, you would definitely see big scam wicks, big manipulation wicks to scare people out. But as I said earlier, Bitcoin can literally drop $8,000 right now and still close its highest monthly close. So yeah, I don't think any traders or any manipulators out there are even bothered. It's just like, let's leave it. In fact, let's see how flat it's been, because it probably has been really flat, because there's no, exactly. So even look at that, there has been no volatility between 60, or even if we zoom out, kind of, yeah, just sideways. I suppose it's still a few $1,000s, but nothing like these huge pumps here. So no, I don't think there'll be big volatility. It's literally just going sideways right now. After the candle close though, there could be volatility. And I've got a thesis actually to share. So what I believe could happen, and I'll draw it out and maybe revisit in a few months, I don't know, maybe. Let's find out. So what I think could happen is this, or maybe this is obvious, I don't know. So we close tonight, highest candle close ever. Then after that, Bitcoin heads way down. Whether it heads down fast or slow, I don't know. But what I believe can happen is we start heading down. Let's say we start heading down fast. The narrative, because everything is narratives in crypto, the narrative that everyone's saying is it's a triple top. Because when it starts moving down fast, emotions go crazy. The emotions here is going to be, oh no, it's over, it's all over, it's all over, it's all over. But what they fail to realise is we've just set a new monthly all-time high and closed. So that's the important thing. What happens in between then and the next monthly candle close is kind of irrelevant, to be honest. The candle close is the important part. So what I believe could happen is that we start to dump and then the narrative comes in, it's a triple top. It's just a triple top. It's fooled everyone. But then after that, because remember, the market needs to trick people. Like the market tricked people back here in 2020 when Bitcoin fell 56%. But a fall from here would be, from the top, would be 36%. So that is a definite possibility. And the narrative in between then is triple top. Because the narrative back here, when it dropped 50%, was that it's all over. Bitcoin's getting banned, or whatever it was. China's banning Bitcoin. But in here, the narrative could be triple top. Because if another scenario, which I don't think is likely in the slightest, is very unlikely, is that we rip higher in a straight line. The only negative that comes with ripping up in a straight line is that with any parabolic uptrend, and any asset ever is with a parabolic uptrend, after it comes a massive dump. So 56% dump. So if we're to go skyrocketing up, it will be down like this as soon as it's up. It doesn't last long. But if we correct in here instead, that would be more healthy. Then we can head up higher. But one thing we haven't looked at is the altcoin market. I'll leave this on here and see how we got on. So remember, in the last bull market, Bitcoin crashed over 50%. Over 50%. So even if we have a massive crash here, all the way down to here, that's only 30%. 50% would be like here. That'd be scary. That'd be scary stuff. That's why profit taking is essential. Profit taking planning is essential, because that big red line can come at any time. And how much profit have you took when that red line comes? But let's have a look at the altcoin market. And here we've got, so this is the crypto market cap, which is the entire crypto market cap. And we are potentially, so this one we won't close. You never know, but so there isn't, maybe we can. Are we going to pump $200 million? It's possible. So Bitcoin will be setting a new monthly all-time high, but will the total crypto market cap? It doesn't look like it. And then if we go over onto, so this is a crypto market excluding Bitcoin. Now, as you can see here, we are nowhere near the closing all-time high. We are still 41% off that. We're still, what is that? We're still $5 billion. $500 billion off an all-time high. So we've got a bit to go in the altcoin market. But the altcoin market is the exciting place. Dylan's saying, "Can't believe you've slagged my Samsung twice in a day." So Dylan was in for a 1-to-1 today and he had a Samsung. Bugsy's saying that 56% drop was fun. I remember it. It was crazy. Bitcoin dropping that much in a day was nuts. I'm sure it dropped over $10,000 in a day. Dick, assuming I'm still buying, would you recommend keeping up DCA up to the halving, or save up funds if we're expecting an alt dip around the halving? I can't. That's the thing, and everyone is different. Different times, different time horizons, different plans, different targets, different goals, different buy-in prices. Everyone is so different. That's why you can't take advice from anyone like that. Oh, what's your profit taking targets on Opulus? Wow, that's played out nice. What's your profit taking target on Opulus? It's irrelevant, because let's say my profit taking target on Opulus is let's say my profit taking target on Opulus is 40 cents. But someone on stream that asked me, "Oh, when you taking profit on Opulus?" Their average buy, they bought here in 2022. They bought here. So I'm telling them, "Oh, I'm selling at 40 cents." That would mean that if they were to sell at the same time, they would be selling in a loss. They would be selling in a 35% loss. So yeah, it's hard to just answer general questions. That's why you need to focus on your own plan and set out a profit taking plan and just stick to it, and don't listen to anybody else, because it'll just mess with your mind. The only thing that matters is your buy-in price and your exit price. Do you want to make 50%? Do you want to make 150%? Do you want to make 2000%? Decide what you need to get back, and then work out a plan to get there. Because everybody else's journey is different. Everybody else's buy-in price is different. So yeah, and also I don't think trying to time stuff's a good idea either. You're asking about expecting a dip around the halving, like just play the long game and don't try and time the market. So there is a very famous saying in Bitcoin and crypto, and it is spend time, don't try and time the market, spend time in the market. So this is the halving the last time round. Like, what you want to be doing is just buying in a range, selling in a range. Don't try and time anything, just buy low, sell high. Oh, but if I hold back some cash and then hopefully this happens and then hopefully that happens and maybe it will dip after the halving and then maybe I can buy, like, all these if, buts and maybes. Just play the long game, accumulate in a bear market, sell in a bull market. That's it. Here you can see the kind of long game here. So the time for accumulating, time for selling, time for accumulating, time for selling. Buy low, sell high. That's the only rule of the game. It's the only aim of the game. Don't try and time it. Just spend time in it. So, good question. How many take profits would you have for each coin? I have 20 for a few. 20 is good. 20 is really good. And this one will probably help a lot of CC Pro members. So, something that I hear a lot, or that I see a lot in the chat room, is I've got 3 targets. I've got $1, $5 and $9. Huge targets at astronomically huge distances apart. On the other hand, the way that I do it and the way that I believe it should be done is, like Jay says there, have 20 take profit targets at 50 cents, $1, $1.50, $2, $2.50, like that, smaller increments rather than huge increments miles apart. Because what happens if your first take profit gets hit and then that's it? It crashes to zero. Have as many take profits as possible. Good question. So this is a good one. If you believe in Bitcoin so much, then why do you sell it? Shouldn't it be buy, hold and never sell, as Michael Saylor would say? So yes, if I was... So I'm an investor. I really like Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, I'm an investor. As I say, gold is amazing as well, but I don't just hold everything in gold. I use things as vehicles to make more money. That is how I make my living. That's how I put clothes on my back, is by investing and trading currencies. So if I was just to hold them forever, that can work. And that's fine to have a forever bag of Bitcoin. But what happens in Bitcoin is that it drops 80%. So the mindset of just hold forever, yes, it can work, because if you held it long enough, it would be down 80% and then back up to break even again. But if you can trade it, you can sell it, it goes down 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%. At any time in those increments, you can sell and then you can buy back in lower again. Or you can take profits and you can put some electricity in the meter, put some clothes in your back. So yeah, I think Bitcoin's an amazing... It's the second best... Well, it's possibly the best currency in the world. As a currency, it's the best. In terms of an asset, I would say it was one of the best assets in the world. I think gold is up there. It's between Bitcoin and gold for me. They both have pros and cons, but yeah, I'm not in it to just hold Bitcoin forever. Although I do want to, and I'll always have Bitcoin, but in between then I will be buying and selling it because it's my job. That's why. So another good question. Dick, what is your feelings on using Fibonacci's for take profits? So good. However, I will elaborate. The thing with using fibs, so for anyone who doesn't know, a Fibonacci is a tool that is used to project potential all-time highs. So in the past, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, the total market cap, most charts reach out to fib extensions, which I will show you in a sec. So you could have a target for Bitcoin to reach anywhere between 180k and 220k, let's say. Let's say it reaches there. That is what gives you a potential high, all-time high. Now, what we posted over on X the other day is massive. It's very important. And this is the kind of mindset that I believe you need to have. If I can find it. This always happens. Here we go. So this here, we're not chasing all-time highs here. The goal is profit. So what that tweet means is, if I'm buying Bitcoin down here at 16k and we're up at 100k and there's 530% gains on the table, but I'm not taking it because I'm waiting for the all-time high. I'm waiting for the top fib. Then you've got 700% on the table, but I'm not taking any because I'm waiting for the all-time high. You've got 1,000%, but I'm not taking any because I'm waiting for the all-time high. Then Bitcoin is to peak here and crash 90% back down here again, and you've took nothing off the table. What you should do when setting profit taking targets is say, I'm happy with 100%, 150, 200, 250, because in any other asset class, in the stock market, they go crazy for 8%. In property, oh, this is yielding 6%. They go nuts over 6% and 8% in property and stocks. And in crypto, you're basically saying, I'm not happy with 200%, I want 1,000. So for me, it's about being happy with 100, 200, 300, 400% gains, because you're not getting it anywhere else in the world, those returns. So rather than focusing on how high it could possibly reach out to, that's kind of irrelevant in my eyes, because I'll be out long before then. The only thing that I'm interested in, and my goal, is profit. Guaranteed profit. Not hopefully it can reach this high price and then maybe I can sell a bit. The goal is to guarantee profit. But how are we getting on? I'm going to jump into the chat. If you're enjoying tonight's stream, if you could, leave a like. That way it lets us know that you enjoy these things and that we should come back and do it more often. So, yeah, smash up the likes if you're enjoying. If you're appreciating an Easter Sunday stream. And then, yeah, so in this tweet we've got here, Sam left a comment saying, this is the main thing I took away from the one-to-one with you guys. Changed mindset. We are not chasing all-time highs across any asset. All-time highs would be lovely. New all-time highs would be lovely. Price discovery would be lovely. A lot of things would be lovely. A big mansion with a swimming pool would be lovely. But is it just going to appear? You're just going to leave it to chance? Or are you going to guarantee profit? Guaranteed profit is better than hopefully maybe hitting an all-time high. Oh, let's get an update on this. Let's get an update on the CC Pro portfolio basket. So back at the 24th of March, the current value was $16,500. What is it at now? And is there anyone in the chat who has participated in the basket? If so, let me know. So here is the performance of the history of the CC Pro basket. So we started it back in August 2022. And since then, we dipped below the 5,000 in October. So in October, we dipped below slightly. And then since then, it has been up. Up only. And today, we currently sit at $18,000. So this was basically a copy portfolio that CC Pro members could do. And the goal for this basket is for us to manage it and to turn $5,000 into $100,000 over the course of the bull run. And currently right now, we're doing okay. And also, currently, this basket cannot lose. So anyone who copied this basket in August cannot lose a penny. Because we took profit of $5,000. So we have $5,000 USDT on the sidelines. So the basket is fully paid. And this basket now is risk-free. The best performer in the basket was LimeWire, which has made over $7,000 profit from one asset, which has covered the rest of the basket. So yeah, the basket is at an all-time high right now. It's doing really well. The goal for this basket is to reach $100,000. So we're still a bit off, still a long way off, but we're almost at 20k, which is a big milestone on the journey to 100k. So congrats to anyone who got in the basket. If you're in the basket and you're happy with how it's going, leave a like down below. Because someone actually put in 100k into the basket, so what would they be on now? So like $400,000. Corona time, every stream has been very positive and informative lately, and always. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Will the liquidity issue be resolved with selling MV on SwissBorg? SwissBorg are adding new exchanges regularly. So if an exchange gets added that has a lot of MV liquidity, it will be fixed. But if you're holding MV, you're better sending it to KuCoin because there's more liquidity on KuCoin, which I will show you right now. So MV has $114,000 in volume, But I'm sure that SwissBorg uses Kraken maybe, which has $13,000 of volume. So there is no volume there. In fact, I'm sure SwissBorg uses Gate, which gets $17,000 of volume. So yeah, if you're going to be trading MV, you're better sending it to BITGET, which is a lot of volume, or KuCoin. MV seen a high of $700 million market cap. I don't know if there was what happened there, if that was they changed the reporting or something happened. I don't know why that market cap's off, but yeah, an all-time high of around $700 million market cap. Dick, just a question about yourself and your ambitions. What made you start investing and taking financial risks? Have you always felt like that, or was there a turning point? Amazing question. Amazing. Appreciate that. So I would say I've always been wanting to live a better life, break free from the kind of normal Glasgow life, and I've seen a lot recently. Like I know a lot of the viewers of this channel are not from Glasgow, so you might not know this, but Glasgow, if you look at any older pictures, look at Glasgow from the 50s, 60s, 70s, Glasgow was super rough and super poor. Like Glasgow's had a glow up in the last 10 years. So yeah, it's there's not a lot of money. Well, there wasn't a lot of money in Glasgow. So I don't know, I've always had ambition for more. How I was going to get more, I didn't have a clue, but I just knew I wanted more. So from a young age, 14, maybe even 13, my dad would talk to me about stocks. So I got a good understanding about stocks from early on. I lost quite a lot in stocks early on as well. I didn't know what I was doing. I was reading a financial newspaper and making my investment decisions. But currently, like right now, that would be like going on to BBC and getting Bitcoin advice. Like, you're going to do the wrong thing. I was on the wrong side. So the reason I lost in stocks is because I'm reading a paper that the manipulators have published. That's why, like, in Bitcoin, when the news tells you to buy, you should be selling it. When the news tells you to sell it, you should be buying it. That's what I done in stocks. So yeah, from an early age, I was in stocks. And then like 2015, 2014, me and Don were trying multiple different business ideas, always trying to do something to make more money. And we would buy and sell a lot. So we'd buy and sell clothes, cars, memorabilia, anything. Buy and sell just anything. And from then, we continued to buy and sell. And then I said to Don in 2014, getting into 15, let's invest in stocks. In fact, let me get up the stock. Let's invest in stocks. Let's put in, it's quite a lot, because we would work every hour under the sun, as I said, 7 days a week, 2 jobs. So I said to Don, 2014, 15, let's invest in stocks. Let's just go for it. Put every penny that we make from work into stocks and do it for a year and see how we got on. Because we needed to break free. We needed out of the system. And then the first stock that we bought, let's see what date it was here. Was it 2017? So it must have been 2016. So the first stock that we bought was Snapchat. And we bought, so it got listed and we're going to buy it on listing. And then we basically bought the absolute top, as high as you can get. So we bought the top, and then for the next 2 years, Snapchat dropped 85%. And Don, he probably won't be watching anyway, so I can say this on stream. Don panic sold. I don't know when he panic sold. Let's say panic sold kind of a few months in, 6 months in. I've lost 60% of my money. I'm selling it. This is a load of nonsense. But with the deck bought some more. Deck doubled down because it's Snapchat. I just used common sense, and I understood stocks anyway because I'd been familiar with stocks for years before this and buying stocks. So I bought more. And then what happened with Snapchat? Snapchat rallied 1,500%. So yeah, we decided, so I was always taking risks. I was buying stocks, I was trading stuff, gambling, doing anything to make more money. So the question was, what made you start investing and taking risks? Just for a better, just to get rich. And the reason that I wanted to get rich is to become free. Free to just do what I wanted, basically. So, yeah, what made me start investing and taking risks was the drive to be free, become free, because something had to give. Have you always felt like that, or was there a turning point? I wouldn't say there's a turning point. So, in fact, there was a turning point. So, as I mentioned earlier on stream, if you caught this part, is that I said to my dad when I was roofing at the time, I says, I'm working every hour under the sun, but I still can't afford the house. So I was like, that was a turning point where I was like, no matter how much I work here, I still can't even afford to live. Something is wrong. Obviously now I know the system is wrong. So that was a turning point, and that's when I'm like, right, I need to do something different here. I need to do something drastic. How is money made? And money used to be made by producing things, by doing a job for someone, by building a fucking bridge, by building a building, by fixing a building, by producing a service for someone. That's how money used to be made. But now, unfortunately, since money's fake and because of the stock market, money's made in assets, just out of thin air. 1,500% in Snapchat. 1,500%. Fugazi. So, yeah, I would say the turning point was realising that, wait a minute, I just keep working and I can't even afford to live. That was the turning point for me. Darren saying these streams are appreciated. Cheers, mate. It's good to know. It's good to know. So much value in these streams, concise info like this isn't available anywhere else. I know it's pretty rare, which is, it's crazy. I don't know why it's rare, but it is. But some people would rather not be interested. They would rather just kind of watch. I always use the example on Instagram is like watch Love Island instead. I don't know if it's people running from the truth, or it's like I don't even want to think about it. I just want to watch Love Island and pretend it's not happening. There's a lot of pretending. Like, the currency system is destroyed. The cost of living is destroyed. Everything is destroyed, but people are just pretending it's not happening. And the people who do acknowledge it they need to find an exit. And for most people, that exit is crypto. Yes, Alan will be touching on meme coins very soon. So yeah, that's a kind of background. I bought Snapchat with Don. We both invested in it and it crashed 85% and Don panic sold. So that is that. And what will happen to CC Pro when you quit? It was CC Pro is a mammoth. CC Pro is a full institution. CC Pro is an institution. So if I ever take a break, CC Pro will be run like a well-oiled machine. Although I don't ever see a reason to stop sharing my thoughts in CC Pro or sharing my journey. So even if I do take a break, the break will be from Instagram, YouTube, but I can still always post for CC Pro members. And Snapchat, for any of you stock investors out there, Snapchat's a buy. I did have some Snapchat recently, but I sold it to go into an alternative investment, which is in CC Pro Alpha. All of the profit that I'm taking right now is going into the alternative investment in CC Pro Alpha, which has been doing phenomenally. And the reason why I'm going so heavy in the alternative investment is it sits outside the realms of crypto and stocks. So if crypto and stocks is to crash, the alternative investment's still going to make money. So yeah, check that out if you're an alpha. Right, meme coins. Let's get on to meme coins, because meme coins has been popular, very popular over the past few months. And I've got a few kind of things that I wanted to touch on with it. So we've got Baseman. Yeah, as I said earlier, like people are getting impatient and sell and like, oh, I'm selling my base and I'm doing something else. It's like it's been 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. So an example, right, that I can give to see meme coin returns is, so rather than waiting 2 days, think of Shiba. So Shiba went sideways for 2 years and then pumped from a 60 from a I can't believe that was 4 billion, from a 4 billion market cap to 20 billion market cap. The same will be for Pepe. A huge rally at the start, sideways, and then another huge rally. They don't just rally forever. So Pepe was a $300 million market cap, $200 million market cap, all the way to 4 billion market cap. Crazy. And these meme coins that we've invested in are $1 million market cap. So, and then let's look at Pepe. When Pepe was launched, it was, doesn't even tell you the right market cap, but it was low, very low. What's the one that everyone's going on about now? Brett. 217 market cap. So yeah, with meme coins needs to come patience. So with meme coins, I just set a target. I'm holding this to $10 million market cap, which for a meme coin is tiny, but it's a 10x from here. Then I can sell. If that takes a day, if it takes a week, if it takes 6 months, if it takes 2 years, time is irrelevant. Time is irrelevant. I bought meme coins as a highly speculative, it's not even an investment, it's a gamble. So if it's to pump 20%, I don't care. If it's to dump 20%, I don't care. I'm in it for meme coin gains. So yeah, if you're in any of these assets, zoom out. This one, hold it to $100 million market cap. What are you talking to $100 million market cap? Even to $60 million market cap. Well, is a 10x. From here. So with memes, I'll wait as long as it takes to get that. Will it happen today? Will it happen in May? It'll probably happen in May because it was meme coin season was in last May. So I don't care about memes until they pump. What I invested in them is there, and it either goes to zero or it goes to the moon. I'm not here to trade it for 20%. If I want to trade something for 20%, I would trade Bitcoin. I wouldn't be trading meme coins. Look at this. So this person just dumped $20,000. That's something that you don't do in a meme coin either. A liquid meme coin is dump $20,000 at the one time, but some people clearly aren't very experienced to understand that. The reason you don't dump huge bags like that is it just crushes the price, so you get less than you should get because you sold such a big bag. So yeah, that hopefully that covers meme coins. Meme coins right now, I've got Baseman, Alex, and Landwolf. $5 million market cap, $500,000 market cap. So for Parrot to get to Landwolf is over 10x. For Base to get to Landwolf is 6x. For any of these to get to Pepe, it's 100x, 1000x. The multipliers are there. The multipliers are in meme coins, but you just need to be patient. I did actually trade this the other day and it turned out pretty well, so, and it's right back down again. So this is, I don't know if anyone's seen on X, there's a guy on X called BitLord. This is his project. It's down like 90%. And when this candle happened here, I think it was like 30% maybe. Yeah, 28%. When this happened, I went on his X and he basically said, oh, blah, 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 this, that about the project. So I bought some because it dumped that much. And then, yeah, I made like 20% on it. I sold it like here. So yeah, I'll trade 20% on things like a $30 million market cap coin if there's the time and a place is there. But now I'm out of that coin, and it probably will pump, but you can't catch them all. So I bought here and sold here. Apologies. Cheers for the insight, mate. Just goes to show that success doesn't happen overnight. 10 years learning and developing to get where you are now. Amazing to hear. Exactly, mate. That's a great point. And even just from the crypto side of things, that was the same. With crypto, so let's get back to Bitcoin. So with crypto, I got invested like here, right at the top of Bitcoin, 2017. So throughout the next few years, I just learned about crypto full time. Probably better getting it up on here. So yeah, from 2017, I just started learning about crypto. So I would work my 2 jobs, and while I was working those jobs and investing in crypto, I'd be listening to crypto YouTube videos, crypto podcasts, anything crypto related, just to stay in with the market. Then after spending years accumulating, years learning, then I was able to experience the next bull market. And then the same thing happens again. So yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. Anything, if you're going to get into crypto, give it at least a year of your time to learn about it. And give it at least 3 years before you expect to see any returns. Because remember, so I got into crypto, let's say here, November 2017. I basically never seen much proper returns for 1,000 days. 1,000 days of nothing for me. So you can see me drive about in a supercar. Oh, look at him, he's so lucky. 1,000 days. I ate shit for 1,000 days to get a supercar. He got lucky overnight. 1,000 days, my brother. And it was a funny story, so I'll butcher it. And maybe the person's watching right now, it'd be interesting if they were. If you're watching, leave a comment. So years ago, 2021, I had a Porsche 911, stunning, and I parked in the town centre. And when I parked in the town centre, I was standing at a shop window with my back to the shop, and my Porsche was further down the street, and it was nice and clean. It looked amazing, and there was a group of boys that walked past, and I had my back to them, and I had a hat on. They couldn't see me, and they seen the Porsche, and one of the boys says, "Oh, look that Porsche." And one of the boys was I call them buzzers and haters. One of them was a buzzer. He was like, "Oh, that's stunning, that's a belter." And one of them was a hater, and he says, "Oh, that's that deck. That's that deck. He used to do deliveries, but then he done that crypto and made money. That's how he got it." And what that person got wrong is that I was doing deliveries for 3 years, investing in crypto to get that Porsche overnight. That took 3 years to get that. 3 years of hard work, doing deliveries after my full-time job. But that person just passed it off as, he used to be a delivery driver as well, but then he done crypto. As if I was broke, and then overnight I done crypto and I became rich. So people don't really see the full journey. But it was weird to hear that interaction, because my car was further down the street and they were talking about me as I was there, and I was just kind of laughing like, that's mad. That's the perception. That's just overnight. But as that chart showed, it was not overnight. I sat in losses for 1,000 days. Crypto is difficult. 1,000 days before new all-time highs were set. And people in the crypto community can't even wait 2 days in a meme coin, and they're selling. Oh, it's not going anywhere, I'm selling. There was an old sketch in Chewing the Fat. I don't know if you remember it. It's a Scottish programme for anyone who's not Scottish. And the sketch was can and can't. I'm sure it was can and can't. And basically, the people who can't wait 2 days can't. The people who can wait 1,000 days can. Patience pays, which is the motto of Certified Crypto and Crypto Glasgow. Oh, it's been 2 days. This meme coin's not doing it. No, I'm going to buy something else instead. You're not going to make it, brother. You're not going to make it. If you are the person, if you're one of the many people who is impatient after 2 days in a meme coin, I'm here to tell you, and I'll just tell you straight as it is, you're not going to make it. That is why people like Crypto Glasgow, because we just tell you as it is. If you're impatient in crypto, you're not going to make it. If you're impatient after 2 days at a meme coin, you're not going to make it. And I can guarantee you that. You will not make it. Zoom out. Chill out. Have patience. Remember, the next time you're impatient after 2 days, think to yourself, wait a minute, Deck had to wait 1,000 days. And I'm crying here at 2 days. And also, during Deck's 1,000 days of waiting, the price of Bitcoin dropped 85%. The price of every other crypto dropped 99%. Patience pays. We don't just say these things for a reason. They are true. They are words of wisdom that you can use and take with you through the bad times. Because bad times are coming, even right now, as times are super exciting. When that big 40% drop comes, just remember that patience pays. Here is another one. So I'll out Don again because I know he's not watching. So back here, we bought Syscoin. So back 2017, 2018, me, Don, and a friend of ours bought Syscoin. And then over the course of the next year, Syscoin dropped 98%. Now you'll see this is a bit of a recurring theme. What did Don do? Nothing. Well, saying that, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He never sold and I lost this time. So Syscoin dumped 98%, and I messaged Don and my other friend and says, look boys, I'm going to buy more Syscoin here because I'm going to get my average buy down. So I already knew this stuff years ago. I was working this out myself. I was like, I can buy more and then get my average down. So I bought more down here when we're down 98%. My other friends, they were like, mate, I've put $5,000 in that. I'm not putting any more money in it. It's a waste. It's down 98%. I'm not doing it. I was like, okay. I bought in. I'll try and find the video. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, lads, I bought in. It makes sense. I told them the maths. I was like, I only invested another $200-300. It gets my average buy way down to 20 cents, whatever it was. It makes sense. It's only a few $100s to get your average down. Nah, I've put in $5,000. It's too much. Okay. What happened to Syscoin after that? Pumped 5,000%. What happened to Syscoin after that again? Pumped 13,000%. And I was able to get 13,000% gains. What gains were they able to get? Because they were up here. They were able to get 40%. So yeah, I experienced minus 98% over the course of 2 years. But then through my patience and persistence, I was able to get 13,000% gains. And it's not easy, it's very difficult. That's another misconception as well. He done that crypto and then got to the fancy cars. It's difficult. I've done multiple posts on this before. 90% of the time you're in crypto will be terrible. 10% of the time you're in crypto will be life-changing. Are you willing to stick around for 90% of the time when it's terrible for that 10% that will change your life? Some people aren't cut out for it, like chewing the fat. They are can'ts. They can't. DC in, DC in out. O'Donna's watching for a change. Whoever asked me in the chat. So yeah, it's a long-term game. It's a game of patience, and it's difficult. And majority of people who are bored after 2 days of a meme coin, you are not going to make it. And I can guarantee you on that. And see Syscoin's going to do another 1,000% gains. And how much did Syscoin crash during the last bear? It crashed 95%. And most people sell and panic and, oh no, it's not going to happen. Those who moan and bitch and cry will make nothing. They will lose. But we need those losers. We need those losers in the market, because those losers in the market are the ones that let us exit the market. Those losers who are impatient are the ones that buy way up here. We need them. But what we aim to do at CC Pro is make sure that you're not a loser. Is that you're on the other side, is that you're on the winning side. But it's up to you. It's your call. The chat, just laughing at Don's text there. So yeah, back to business. Hopefully that covers meme coins. Let's have a look over on X. One thing I'm not seeing by everybody in crypto is talking about tonight's candle close, because everyone in crypto just copies each other, to be fair. I think we're one of the only original crypto pages, to be honest. Baseman's last chance to buy before liftoff, the #1 trending coin on Base. Is it? Is there a way that can be fact checked? Because I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie. Let's try and debunk that. Because I invest in that coin. I have that coin. I've got a lot of that coin. But if it's absolutely lying, I'll say it's lying. That's how we grew this channel, through just calling stuff as it is. Let's see then. Let's see the #1 trending coin. If it'll load. Can anyone say in the chat where I can find out what is the #1 trending coin on base? Because I want to prove this wrong in a second. I'll check the chat because that isn't loading. Okay, so trending, ranked by trending in the last 6 hours, trending in the last 24 hours. Let's see, because Baseman is #1. Where is it? Here we go. #1 trending coin on base. Let's see. Okay, so it's not #1. It's not #2. It's not #3. It's not #4. Okay, so I'm at number 21 and it's nowhere to be seen. I'm at number 30 and it's nowhere to be seen. I'm at number 50 and it's nowhere to be seen. I'm at number 60 and it's nowhere to be seen. If I passed it, am I wrong here? I must be wrong, eh? Right, so I'm at number 100, so it's not even in the top 100. Which means this is a lie, as I clearly pointed out. There's a difference between kind of hype and just lying. Yeah, it's definitely not there. Nah. So it's not even in the top 100. Okay. Each to their own. There's Don there. Don's been living the party life recently. He's living out in Dubai. If you've not seen him on the channel in a while. He's put on a bit of weight, but so would I just made the money that he's just made. Don made a lot of money. Maybe I'm just jealous that he's over there in Dubai and I'm stuck here in the UK. Also as well, if this guy's watching the stream, this guy posts about Ripple and XRP every single day, but supposedly he hates it. But every time I see on the feed, he's speaking about Ripple and XRP. It's mad. But let's get back to the chat. Is Liam hate Shetland? If so, that's funny, mate. So Baseman was #1 trending for an hour when CC Pro jumped in. So is that what the claim is then? I suppose that's what the claim is. Also as well, has anyone been here since the start of this stream? Remember I said in a few hours time I'm still going to be here. Are you going to be here also? And also, we may, if we can run up the likes, we may do a marathon stream way through the night, and Mark is going to tag in, and then Mark will continue the stream through the close. Let's have a check on the candle close, and also let's have a look at some news as well. So yeah, Bitcoin still miles above where it needs to be. Pokeboy. Still here. We've got a few that are still here. It's my missus' birthday. She's raging. We had a guy in for a 1-to-1 today. There was 2 1-to-1s today, the last ever, which is pretty cool. And one of the guys was saying that it was like, I've got the live streams on, and my missus like, I hate that guy now. Talking about me or Mark, just I hate that guy's voice. Mark is nocturnal, I swear. Mark is AI. I don't know if anyone knew that, but we're working on Mark for a few years before we launched it. So the candle close is, here is how you know the candle close. So the question is, what is the most meaningful candle close at midnight UK time or NY time? So that is the time here until the candle closes. So there is 2 hours and 38 minutes left until the candle closes. I had you on the TV since the start, and the missus has effed off to bed. She'll love his voice when the door opens in, I know. So yeah, there's 2 hours and 38 minutes left until the candle closes. But it's looking good. But remember that this could be the play, this could be the narrative that comes next after that. Let's have a look and see what the news is saying. This is how we need to counter trade. So the crypto news used to be pretty decent, but as always, over time, companies and institutions become corrupted by money. So Cointelegraph would have been this small company with a couple of different, what they called, journalists, independent, but then over time, the big money comes in. Hey Cointelegraph, we'll sponsor you $5 million a year and we'll give you this journalist. Yeah, okay. Bang! Cointelegraph is compromised. They've took the money, they've got in someone else, and then the nonsense starts. BlackRock, let's get someone in Cointelegraph, let's get someone in Coindesk, let's own them all, we own the media. Then all your crypto bros, oh, what's happening in the news? I'll check Cointelegraph. And you'll get wrecked. Which is what Coffee and Crypto is. Coffee and Crypto is reporting on the news. But when it reports on the news, it's like, right, UK quote freezes 8 million, right, that's a load of nonsense. Bitcoin price edge, right, that's a load of nonsense. Spot ETF, yeah, fair enough. Crypto hack, that's a load of nonsense. So, Coffee and Crypto is more debunking the news. But anyway, let's see the news. It might be real. So we've got Bitcoin whales. Why is Ether up today? These aren't even news stories. SEC's spot Ether ETF concerns unfound. By Amwaka. Let's see what Amwaka's got to say. So, consensus highlighted that Ethereum boasts a larger development community than Bitcoin and operates on a fully transparent and public blockchain. I would disagree with that. I think Ethereum is pretty, I don't know, centralized. I suppose what Vitalik says goes. He just decides stuff and it happens, which is interesting because, yeah, supposedly XRP is centralized, but Ethereum's not. Supposedly XRP is a security, but Ethereum's not. Okay, I would agree to disagree on that. So consensus addressed the SEC's inquiry about potential fraud and manipulation risks. I hate reading the news. It's a struggle for me, I'll be honest. So this is what Coffee and Crypto's like. So consensus addressed the SEC's inquiry about potential fraud and manipulation risks. But the SEC is the biggest market manipulator and fraudster of the entire crypto market. And I'll show you why. I'll show you exactly why. See this ginormous crash right here for XRP when XRP dropped 80%. That was the SEC that done that. So XRP had been consolidating and broke out of its range. It was in breakout mode. It was on its way to all-time highs. Then the SEC says, we're suing you. XRP is a security, and it dropped 80%. That's market manipulation. Because XRP, as the judge, the High Court judge, has ruled XRP is not a security. So that lawsuit was fraudulent. And that fraudulent lawsuit caused market manipulation. But that's what the SEC is so worried about with Ethereum. The potential fraud and manipulation risks. They are the biggest fraudsters and they are the biggest market manipulators in this space. But they're here to protect you. That's what it's all about. They're all about protecting you. And there's other cryptocurrencies that have been wrecked by the SEC, but I'll not go into that and show you on the charts. And then I don't even want to read the rest of that story because it's a load of nonsense. Web3 startups flock to accelerators as crypto enthusiasm surges. Okay. Base sets a record high DEX volume surpassing 1 billion. So, yeah, 1 billion in volume. So just imagine a small percentage of that goes into your meme coin. Let's say Base, man. The number one trending coin on Base. There we go. Dog with hat en route to $10. What price is dog with hat now? $4.50. Okay. With surpasses $4, the largest whale not selling. Do you know who the largest whale is? Do you know who the largest whale for every one of these cryptocurrencies is? It's Wall Street, my friend. Every one of them. Why is there $4 billion in this asset? Oh, apologies. Is that what's that volume? Yeah, $4 billion. Why is there $4 billion? Because it's Wall Street money. $1 billion, $1 billion, $500 million. That's Wall Street money. So this narrative to make people hold, oh, even the largest whale isn't selling. That is a fugazi. That is a nonsense story to make you want to hold and buy more. Whoa, the biggest whale isn't even selling. One wallet isn't selling. That means that I should go buy. Nonsense. Despite WIF rising 400%, the largest holder is still not selling. Wow, that means that I shouldn't sell. That means that I shouldn't sell because the biggest holder isn't even selling yet. That gives me confidence. In fact, I'm interested in this story. Let's have a look at this story, because I've not seen any of it yet. So, the UK court freezes over $8 million of Craig Wright's assets. So, Craig Wright is a guy who is claiming to be Satoshi. So, the judge endorsed a worldwide freezing order by Crypto Alliance to address its total court expenses amounting to £6.7 million British pounds. A UK court has approved the freezing of the assets of Craig Wright, preventing him from evading court expenses. The decision was made after Wright transferred some of his assets outside the UK after a court debunked his claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, the founder of Bitcoin. According to the UK court document, this prompted him to shift shares from his London firm to a Singapore entity. So they freezed his assets. Okay. And that shows the power of Bitcoin. You cannot freeze Bitcoin. So if Craig Wright, Craig, that's what the Americans call him, if Craig Wright was Satoshi, do you think he's going to have all his money in fucking, where was that? The shares of a UK London firm? That's nonsense. Why has an American guy got any of that crap if he's Satoshi? So, Mr. Bitcoin, why are you holding shares in London? A load of crap. Maybe if you're the founder of Bitcoin, you should probably just have some Bitcoin instead, and they can't freeze those assets. So the news is pretty bare right now. There's nothing really going on. Let's see what CoinDesk has got to say. So, do you understand what I mean now? So this is used to pump the price of WIF. So in the last news website, it was saying, look, even the biggest holder of this crypto isn't selling, and it's going even higher. It's going to $10. Now this website is saying Dog Whiff Hat becomes the third largest. Whiff touched $4. Look at the state of this market. That's a class image, right? But look at the state of this. Bitcoin's amazing, DeFi's amazing, NFT's amazing, the technology's amazing, the ideas are amazing, and this is what we get. This is the headline of the biggest crypto news company in the world. As Bitcoin clings to 70k. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Clings. It clings to it. It clings to it. Let's see it click. Let's see what clinging looks like. Oh, look at that. Clinging on to 70k there. Get a grip. Clinging on. Yeah, and I also agree with that. Like, I don't get why people buy mining stocks, and I don't get why people buy MicroStrategy. If you want exposure to Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Like, the returns are in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin crashes, MicroStrategy crashes. If Bitcoin crashes, mining stocks crash. Bitcoin takes $0 to operate. Mining companies take 100 staff and 100 mile square foot, whatever it is, land, and factories, and machinery, and computers, and wiring, and electricity. Bitcoin costs $0. Why are you buying mining stocks? Why are you buying MicroStrategy stock? If you want exposure to Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. Very, very simple. Big Will Canny. Right, anyway, let's have a look at the chat. We have not been at the chat for a while. A long while. Sean saying part of the late night entertainment in our house. Was it yourself that had the Aston Martin? No, it was Don that had the Aston Martin. These live streams from you are essential. After years of just working hard and barely getting by, it's time to wake up. Exactly. Dick, me missus asked, have you ordered your straws on Amazon yet? I haven't, mate. I haven't. But is anyone in the chat prepared for SwissBorg, which is coming next? So the last few seed rounds that CC Pro's partaken in have been very good so far, let's say. I'm sure that all of the seeds have been or will be initial investment back on the first vesting period, which is superb. Then you have 2 years vesting running risk free. That is what you want. That is what you need. So yeah, SwissBorg is going live soon. 1 billion supply. 2 days. Live in 2 days. Which is good to see. But yeah, we shall wrap things up now, but we will be back. Mark, possibly, if I can program the AI software, I'll try and get Mark back for 11 PM to stream the monthly candle close, which is almost upon us. We've got 2 hours and 20 minutes left until that candle closes. And after that candle closes, things could get pretty wild, pretty volatile. There has been no volatility in the last few hours. It is very calm, but that could change in a heartbeat when we have a confirmation. Once we have a confirmation, they can do what they want with the price, because what happens in between then doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is the next monthly candle close, so that price can drop all the way down, all the way back up, and then the candle closes up here again. So that is something to look out for. But that is all from me. If you haven't checked out CC Pro, there is a link down below. You can check that out. Join. And if you fancy staying up late on this Easter Sunday into the holiday Monday, then come back to the channel in 30 minutes time and you can tune in with Mark and see the monthly candle close. I will be there in the chat, and I'll see you soon. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you very soon.